What's up, everybody? Drawdown King here. We're about 5:29. Going to be kicking off the Globex for the week of May the 17th, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The only time that matters, the real time, not that fake bullshit time. All right. We don't do anything before. We don't look at charts on the weekend. We don't do shit. We hit row. Of course, I did have a few minutes to look, but I wasn't looking. I was making sure the shit was up that I wanted. And then I connected to the data. This one I'm not connected real time yet. We'll connect with that later. All right. So I haven't been on here in a bit. I don't deal with bullshit markets. Bullshit. You know, exclamation point that. Bullshit. All right. Let's take a look. The straight up stuff is just canned ham, dude. Canned ham. All right. Let's go ahead and turn this one off. Actually, I need to do that anyways. So we left. I thought I'd put a few levels up here. Maybe I did that on NQ. I don't know what happened. Haven't put one up since 7020 on the weekly, monthly. 7020 left, and then they came up here to this bullshit area. 7540. This whole move here was a scam. You got 7126. You could pencil in 7200. What's this good shit right here? 7250 right there. 7364, 7442, 7540. You also got 7472 if I didn't cover that one. So there you go. This will have some AI notes coming out. We'll be out before the market open because we don't believe in bullshit analysis after the market's open for the week. We do it before the market's open, so you know that we're not cheating, yo man. We're not fucking cheating. Alright? Nobody wants you to cheat. Alright, and the reason we just look at it and spill, when you first see it, and you scroll through it back a few times, you look and all this shit, this jazz, and you see that 70-20. Well, I mean, you actually get a little bit there, about 70-86. See that 70-86? Didn't take that into account a while ago. Haven't put enough time up here to really put levels out, so we just pointed those for you. I do have a few targets. I was calling out shorts. We don't do videos and stuff here all the time. And check out my Discord. Now, it's all not in Discord all the time, but it should be in Substack, Discord, or here, or wherever. You gotta find it. It's like a needle in a fucking haystack. Alright, so 70-40 had that pullback here. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way. In demonstration mode, and the son of a bitch right here. 75-40, boom. And you got that move down. 74-10. 74-10. So about 130 points. You could possibly see something like this. 72-80, like that. Let's say if they didn't want to do that, and then they just gap up this a little bit, and then reverse course down to like 72-35. Drift down. 73-80, rebound, retest, up, then down. Just gonna gap down on opened 73.50, and then continue down to 71.80. Boom! And then fucking hit that 70.20. Alright, so we got, 70-20. We talked to some other levels and areas there of importance as well. Get on your 15-minute chart. We're going to get our shit back up here as the market comes open. So we got 74.10. You see we had some resistance at 74.72. Had four major areas here, including the 74.80. Had that block in right there, that big block. There was like four levels there. Boom, kapoosh. Went through our friend 74.50 at your rotation long short. And as you can see, a little bit of a bounce there initially. Came up here to 74.58. 58 bitch slapped the market. And your yellow bands have been bitch slapping. You might as well call this 75.42. It's your high volatility bands. Again, that's your 26s, your 42s, your 58s, your 94s, right? Bitch slap mode, high volatility. When they let that shit happen, shit moves. And the big things are definitely yellow bands, 72s and 94s on those 100-point sequences. Gets a lot of volatility. And you see we left the market there at 94, so we don't know if we're coming in here 73.94 and then try and push that 74.35 and then balance out. We don't know yet exactly. We just know the levels we're looking at, and I was looking for not only 74.50. We called a few targets the other day. Like I said, it could have been my Discord, could have been somebody else's. Who knows where? You have questions? Ask them. Send them to me. Whatever. I don't care. You know how to find me, right? All right. So our targets we're looking for. I've got two major areas. I'm looking for 7,200. Let's go ahead and put this shit back up. We actually don't have it up on this, so let's pull this back out. Looking for 7,200. Right? Actually, 7,300. 72.50, 71.20, 70.20. Alright, something like that. Alright, sequencers and people who only know how to buy the market, and they're always gratuitously clapping themselves on the back because they made a fucking buy and the market's still going up. Needless to they know, they're just piggybacking on a massive financial scam, the likes of which have never been seen before in the history of the earth. And when they get that exaggerated moves, you can play along, just you can stay out of it. You can not do shit until you know what you're talking about, until your sequences line up with current market conditions. Then you can get your foot out of your ass and get back in the game here. So that's what we got. Had that bounce 74.10. As you can see the area without our levels up here, 73.65 to 74.20. You see that son of a bitch right there? See that? 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 I'm not quite sure if this is going to be a chop zone. Or if we're going to reject that 74.35 and then just swoosh down below 70 there and hit that 73.50 on the way down. So we got a few action items there for you. I got some longer targets. And of course we're looking for 6,800 and 7,200. That doesn't give you enough fucking shit to work with in a week. I don't know what will. And we got the market up. Let's go ahead and take a look at gold. I'm not going to look at this much because I really don't care about gold. Everybody's gold this, gold that. I don't care about your damn gold, whatever. Right? Let's get this shit off the chart. All you know is right there, 4,100. And then they came back up. And we get the demonstration mode back up, back up. boom, right here. And you see that resistance right on the, it's a 22. We're going to call that a 20 for simplicity. Back into 5400, bounce, bam. And right now, you're looking, all eyes are on this. So 4100, we reject right here. There's going to be some big pressure, especially when you get below the 4464. So you got about 100 points of dicking around area to screw with. And then you got the 4100 to take out. So it's all I care to show on gold. Do I have silver up? No. Silver needs to go back to 64. We don't care. Whatever. Silver this, silver that. Silver, kiss my ass. Okay? And if all you do is buy the market and go long all the time, get the hell out of here, man. That shit's not going to work forever. Get the hell out of here. Alright. Alright. 102, we had that drop down gap. And you can see they pulled back in, grabbed that 100 level, and pushed back in. Couldn't quite get 102.5. Doesn't really matter. Your big level here is 106. Got some of these screwing around. So 106, 110. Get above that, you're 150. Pretty easy in that 180. They're trying their damnedest to stay below 100 because the financial scam they're pulling right now is unheard of, and the only thing they're trying to do to deceive everybody is to keep this market, the crude market, below 100. And who doesn't want the market to go down? Now here would be the best thing is the market to crash, crude to stay up slightly or drift down. A push back up of the market, push back up a crude, and then a straight V-tank down below 94 on the barrel. You'd be looking at, you want to get below the $80 area. Golden area, 64 to 80. Below 64, the costs are very high to collect the crude and do the crude shit. If you're in the business of crude oil, you gotta have some margins. They've already given you fucking trillions of dollars of margin with this whole financial scam that's pulled right now, going into the summer times, the warmer months where they can really bend you over with the price of the crude. So, and they have no problem doing that, but there's too many scams running at the same time. So one of them's got to break, and really what they want to break is the crude oil back down. So, of course, you can gap up 106, 110, whatever. We're looking for $80 on the crude. Would be target. So still looking short on crude, looking for a slight bounce maybe in the market, and then a complete doomsday puke below 7,200, coming into that 6,800. Call it 6772, whatever you want to call it. 6772, 6,800. That's plenty of fucking range to work with for the week. All right, let's take a look at the NQ. And I forgot to do an audio record, so I've got to wait till this shit transcribes. It does a shitty job at transcribing as well, so it's not going to be posted before the market open, but the video is. So if you need any proof of who said what I said, what happened, oh, it's a fucking miracle. You know, yeah, I know. Happens all the time. Nobody gives a shit, though. That's why I don't give a shit most of the times, and I don't post these videos too often, because I get the same bullshit replies from yawn. Show somebody else fucking nail these targets. Alright. Without looking at it and jumping in and saying, hey, fuck, here's what's going on. 26,800 is a very nice looking spot on the NASCracker. 26,800 looks damn fine on the NASCracker. as does 25972. Somewhere in here, 26250 to 26820. I like that area a lot. NASDAQ follows the ES, so get your markets lined up here. Get your custom levels. I give this shit away all the time. Nobody gives a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Alright? I don't give a fuck. But I still post it, and I know somebody will utilize it. And all you got to do is take these levels here. You put them into some AI shit, right? You put them into AI. You connect it, make an app. You get your data feeds for your futures. And then you run historic backtesting continuously until you get enough data. Then you turn that into a fucking script where you can auto trade this shit after you get those numbers in your AI analysis, and you just have to use this. Now, why haven't I done it? It's a lot of work. So I'm getting there. It's a lot of damn work if you're not a pro developer. If you are, you can have that up and running, and I'm doing some other stuff as well. So slow the pace is. This is all analog. This is old school VHS, 8-track, beta, cassette tape, all that bullshit, phonograph, record player. Got your, the 54s, 72s, 120, whatever the hell they were, we don't know. You had that double bottom there, and you see that on the NASDAQ. Let's go ahead and get this shit off. Boom. And you're looking NASDAQ right here, 28658, 28658, 28250. And we're not getting a lot of stuff down here except these extension levels. So right in here, 600 to 800 range, 27,600, 27,800. All right. And you're like, well, we had some selling. We've only came down not even 1,000 points yet. I don't give a shit. We can come down 2,000 more. Let's wreck everybody's 401k. Let's have people screaming and crying and flipping out in the streets because the stock market's crashed, the biggest they've ever seen in the history of the earth. Let's see if we can do something like that and get the cost and the prices down and pull this inflation, hyperinflation bullshit and kick its on its ass out the fucking door while the market just tanks and tanks and tanks. Peace out, brothers and sisters. Drawdown King here. We'll get the transcription up later. Tater. And the Substack post, we can't finish till YouTube transcribed it. I forgot to do my secondary transcribing here on the jump share. Peace out. Peace. And guess what? Nobody else does this shit because they're afraid to point out what's likely going to happen before the market opens or before they read somebody else